let's be very clear. You've tried to deflect from what happened this entire time. You continue to deflect and point the finger and try to blame other people for your lies. You continue to try to say you were undercover, that you're a martyr, that you did this all to help other people. That's a lie. I find it very interesting that you had this whole big web of lies that you tried to spin and try to stack lies on top of other lies, and you got caught. People pointed that out to you, and now you're trying to say that all the people that called you a liar, you're now saying they're liars. I find that interesting. I find it interesting that you say that people are employing scare tactics towards you. Aren't you the guy that always threatens to call the police or says I'm with the cops right now? As a matter of fact, that's what you texted me. You said you were on your way here Sunday. It's Friday now. I thought you had a family member that was a lead detective. Isn't that what you said? Where are you guys at? I've been waiting. Was that just a scare tactic? Darn, I had no clue. I've been so concerned. It's called sarcasm. You should Google that word. I know it's kind of a big one, but Google explain it. What I'm getting at is all these things you're saying about other people, they're really about you, aren't they? Kind of obvious. These are all things that have already been said about you. Actually, they've been proven about you. And now you've tried to turn them around and say them about other people. Everybody's getting paid but you. Where do you think this paycheck comes from, this big, massive paycheck? Why do you think Sconey's this big, massive player that needs to be taken down and people are getting paid to do it? He only has 50,000 subscribers. It means nothing. Nothing. Half of them aren't even real. There are bots that do that. You probably don't understand that, but it's simple. We need to get real. Listen. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him. At the rate at which he has subscribers, at the views he gets, if he had private advertising, on the top end he'd make $14,000 a year. On the top. That's with private advertising. He doesn't have private advertising. That's obvious by his videos. He has standard YouTube advertising. That means he's on the low to middle end of profit. Say he puts out 3 or 4 videos a day. So you double to triple that on the low end. You're talking like this dude's a baller. This dude ain't making all that money on YouTube. This is the same guy Sconey claims to have founded the Budweiser Girls. Although Budweiser claims they discovered them in 1838. Same guy. We should believe him. So, when you talk about things that you have no clue about, it's obvious. Because you're a lot like him, you just lie. You make things up, and it's easily debunked and proven every time. You keep talking about meeting up, mano y mano, and we're going to discuss it. It's obvious that you're the type of person that does that barking over the internet because you know it'll probably never happen. You're the one hiding behind the keyboard. It's been proven you're the one that calls the police. proven. Ain't no one called the police on you. But you call the police every time, don't you? Kind of sounds like you're scared. So as you puff your chest out behind your keyboard, oh, that's right, you said you don't have a keyboard behind your phone. That's what teenage girls do. I hope you know that. Over the internet, they whine at each other. So that don't impress nobody. And half the cats you're whining at don't even live in the United States. So I don't know who you're trying to impress with that, but not impressed. In fact, it's sad. You look like one of these girls. Why would we ask you for his address when you've given it to us 100 times? You've blasted it 1,000,000 times. And now you're saying, no, I won't give you his address, quit asking. You've already given it away 1,000,000 times. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear how ridiculous you sound? You starting to sound like him, for real. Yeah, it's obvious y'all are close. You sound like him. Lies, more lies, trying to sound slick and tough. Ordering hits on people. Nope, neither of y'all are capable. Nope, never gonna happen. He used to talk that way until people pointed out that he was never capable. Then he finally realized that it was stupid of him to talk that way, so he kind of slowed down talking that way. Every now and then he gets excited, he buffs his chest up, and he sounds stupid again. Because anyone with those kind of ties would not be stupid enough to broadcast it on YouTube. I don't know what you guys think this is, but needing security for a channel with 50,000 subscribers is completely unnecessary. No one cares what she does.
Ridiculous.
No one actually believes she's who she says she is. So why would we need security for a fake person? She's never even shown her PhD. Why would we think you're able to protect her? All you've shown you're able to do is call the police. So if anything were to happen, you're going to call the police? You don't need security for that. It's not necessary. The hotel staff is capable of contacting the police. Do you hear this? Or other people heard what you said. The problem is you have a history of these lies. So everything you say now, we just smack it right out of the sky based on your prior behavior. So you can do as many videos you want about me from here on. It's obvious you've moved on. You've gotten back with your buddy. That's good. I'm glad y'all are working things out. I hope the barbecue is outstanding. I don't think it's real. I think you made this up. If it is real, take pictures. Prove something. When have you ever proven anything? Here's your chance. You could prove something now. Take pictures, have documentation, video footage. Perfect. You'll come back and say that you don't have to prove anything that I said. That's great. We should just take your word, right? Your word don't count no more because you've always lied. So, to top all this off, you take the video down. So, I don't know what that means. I think a big part of it was you tried to make fun of someone in that video, but you didn't even know how to pronounce his last name correctly. Once again, it sounds like Scony. That's something he would do. When you try to make fun of someone and you don't even know how to pronounce their name, guess who ends up getting made fun of in the long run?
Hmm.
So kid, security detail, big boy barbecues, big paychecks. I don't know what world you live in where you think this corner of the internet is big time celebrities or something. There's all this money. You're wrong. You're just lying. You have no clue how advertising works, obviously, in terms of how people actually get paid. I'm assuming Sconey probably lied to you about how much he makes, and as usual, you believe him. Look how you sound as usual. Sconey is bragging about being able to buy a BMW any day he wants, yet he can't come up with the lawyer fees for, what's her name?
Dr. Doom.
I find that interesting. So the web of lies continues on. Just pointing some stuff out for you. If you can prove me wrong, I'd like to see it. If you can prove yourself right, I'd love to see it. You, a lot like Sconey, think we should just take you at your word? No. No. Your word's no good. You lied too many times. No, you don't got to prove anything to me. No, you ain't got to prove anything to anyone. But if you expect anyone to believe that garbage, you might want to take some pictures at the barbecue tomorrow.
No wonder you took that video down.
Was it all a lie? Has the barbecue been canceled?
No.
Let me guess, all the major players in Nibiru land just couldn't make it.
No gas money.
But I thought they had these big paychecks. Lies, more lies on top of more lies. And then you try to accuse everyone else of lying. Yeah. It's called borderline personality disorder is what that's called. Big tough guy who ends up in a psych hospital. So, you're on your way here to knock me out and break my jaw. So.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah. Well, we'll be here. Thanks. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy your barbecue.
The Shipments signing out.
The criminal enterprise carries on.